Good morning, class, and welcome back to your English language class. So, today we are going to learn the new chapter by the name MODALS. Okay, so here we are going to learn what is MODALS. Okay, now let us have a look. Definition: there are some auxiliary verbs. Okay, auxiliary verb means helping verbs. Okay, there are some auxiliary verbs that are used to express the mood or manner of an action. They are can, could, may, might, will, shall, should, would, must, and ought. Okay, so all these verbs, they help to express the mood or manner of an action. Right? That means when an action is completed, how it is completed, what is the mode or manner of completion of that action. Clear to everyone? They are used to express ability, possibility, permission, necessity, suggestion, invitation, and many more. Okay, so these modals, they express ability, possibility, permission, necessity, suggestion, invitation, and many more. Need and dare can also be used as modals. So even need and dares can also be used as modals. The modal take base form of verb. Base form of verb means the first form of verb, like eat or drink. Okay, eat, drink, go, all these are base form of verb, the first form of verb. Clear to everyone? Next, they themselves remain unchanged, and whereas these modals, okay, all these models, they themselves remain unchanged. Clear? Next, so first of all, we will be reading about the modal shall. Now see, shall. In assertive sentence, shall in the first person gives information about the future action. So when we speak about assertive sentences, in those sentences, shall is used in the first person. Okay, so what is the first person? I. Clear? So shall is used in the first person to give information about the future action. That means what is going to happen in the future. Example, when we talk about singular, we use I. I shall be much obliged to you. In plural, we use we. We shall reach Delhi tomorrow. So both the examples shows the action which is going to be completed in the future. In the future. Clear to everyone? Now next, number 2. Number 2. Shall in the second and third person is used to denote, and now when we use shall for second and third person, who is second person? It is you. And who is third person? He, she, etc. Okay, so when we use shall in the second and third person, it shows a promise. Example, she shall have the book tomorrow. That means it is a promise that she would be having a book tomorrow. Like suppose she is going to the library or she is going to the book depot to buy a particular book, and she is not getting because the book is not available in the depot or in the bookstore. So the owner or the shopkeeper says that you shall have the book tomorrow. That means it is a promise that tomorrow you shall have the book for sure. Clear? Next example. They shall have a holiday tomorrow. Okay, so there is a holiday tomorrow, like you can say, be it Sunday or be it on some special occasions. What do we get? We get holiday. So that is a future action and it is a promise. Promise means the thing which is going to happen for sure. Clear to everyone? So in this case, we will use the modals shall. Fine, everyone? Now number B. A command. Okay, it shows a command. Example, they shall not play here. That means now onwards they shall never play here anymore. Next, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. That means you have to love your neighbor just like as you love yourself. Number C, determination. Determination means a strong desires, a strong feeling. Example, number 1, they shall work hard. Okay. Example number 2, you shall do what he has told you. Next, number D, a treat. A treat means to warn somebody, dhamki dena. Okay, darana kisi ko. That is called a treat. That means it is used as a warning, as a sign of warning. Example, he shall be punished if he does not obey them. So here this sentence states a treat. Next example, they shall pay for this negligence. Like suppose if someone is very careless at the road, on the road and drives very recklessly, then what would happen? It is sure that they might make some accident. And if they had made any accident, what would happen? They have to pay for the negligence. Okay, so here the statement, it shows a treat that they shall pay for this negligence. Now they have made an accident and now they had to pay for this negligence. Clear to everyone? Okay, now number 3. In interrogative sentences, shall used in the first person indicate simple futurity, wish or opinion of the person spoken to. Now see here, when we speak about interrogative sentences, what are interrogative sentences? Sentences which ends in a question mark. That means the sentence which asks a question. Okay, that is called interrogative sentences. So when we speak about interrogative sentences, in those sentences, shall can be used in the first person. Okay, so when shall is used in the first person, that means in I or we. When we use I or we, it indicates simple futurity. It indicates simple futurity. Wish or opinion. Wish means chahat or opinion. Opinion means idea of the person spoken to. That means to whom we are speaking. Clear? Example, shall I buy this book for you? Okay, this is asking an opinion. It is getting an opinion. Shall I buy this book for you? That means, do you wish that I should buy this book for you? Okay, now example number 2. Shall we visit the museum? Okay, this is also an opinion. That means asking a person about the future idea. That is, shall we visit the museum? That means, do you permit us to visit the museum? Okay, that means we shall go together. Okay, so if both the friends, they agreed upon going to the museum, then only they will go. So when will they go? They will go in the future. Okay, so shall in the interrogative sentences, when used in the first person, indicates simple futurity, wish or opinion of the person to whom we are speaking. Clear to everyone? Okay, next. Number 2. Will. In assertive sentence, will in the second and third person indicates pure future. Now see here. In assertive sentence, will in the second and third person. So what are the second and the third person? Second person is you and third person are he, she, they, them, etc. Clear? So in assertive sentence, will in the second and third person indicates pure future. That means it tells something about the future. Example, she shall go to Kanpur on Monday. So she will go to Kanpur on Monday. Now she will go, that means this shows the future action, the action which is going to happen or perform in the future. Next, they are confident you will pass the examination. Now your parents are confident that you will pass the examination. So when is examination going to happen? It will be in the future. Okay, so your parents are confident that you will pass the examination. Clear? Now number 3. In assertive sentences, will indicates a customary or characteristic action when used in the second or the third person. Okay, so will, okay, when we use with the second or third person, it indicates customary or characteristic action. Example, she will sit there for hours waiting for her son to come. That means she will sit there. So now she will sit there for hours waiting for her son to come. That means she is in the habit of sitting there and waiting. She will not go unless and until her son do not come back from school. She will go and sit and wait for her son. Okay, that means she is in the habit of doing that particular thing every time. Clear? Next, whenever he is in trouble, he will go to his father. Okay, so now this also shows that he is in the habit. Okay, he is in the habit of going to his father whenever he is in trouble. Okay, so whenever he is in trouble, he will go to his father. Clear? Now number 3, will in the second and third person express a belief or an assumption on the part of the speaker. Example, they will know it. Okay, so now when we talk about second and third person, okay, so when we talk about second and third person, in those person will express a belief or an assumption on the part of the speaker. That means the one who is speaking, the speaker shows belief or an assumption on something. Example, they will know it. Like suppose if I am just saying a child, okay, a small baby, she has stolen a chocolate from the cupboard. Okay, she has just picked a chocolate from the cupboard. Then the elder brother or the elder sister warns him, saying that you have taken the chocolate from here, they will know it. That means your parents will know it. Your mummy and your daddy will come to know it. Clear? So here it shows the belief, that I believe you have stolen the chocolate from here, surely your mom and your dad will come to know about it. Clear? Similarly, the second example is Mohit will be back now. That means he is sure that Mohit will be back now. Next, number 4. Will in the first person is used to denote a promise. Okay, and now when we talk about will in the first person, it denotes a promise. Example, we will do better next time. Okay, it is a promise. I will teach him maths. It is a promise that I will teach him maths. Number B, a treat. A treat again, it is similar which I have taught you earlier. Okay, it is a treat. A treat means to warn somebody. I will dismiss you if you make such a nonsense in the class. I will dismiss you if you do not work hard. Next, we will expose her. She has stolen the money from the bag. Now we will expose her. So what is this? This is all a 3. Expose means दूसरे को बता देना, उसके बारे में सब लोगों को पता चल जाना, किसी के बारे में सब लोगों को पता चल जाना. That is called to be exposed. Okay, that means it is no longer a secret. It is already exposed. So we will expose her. So these all are 3. Number C, willingness. Willingness means a strong desire for something. Okay, wanting. Example, don't worry, we will lend you some money. Number B, I will carry your bag to the office. Fine. Next, number D, determination. Determination means a strong desire for something. Okay, that means you will do something for sure. Example, I will succeed in the venture, or I will succeed in this examination. Next, we will not surrender. That means we will try hard, even though if we fail, we will not surrender, but we will struggle. Just like Indian armies, they do not surrender. They never surrender, but they fight against the terrorists, or they fight against their enemies. Clear? So here it shows determination. Okay, determination, it shows that we will die, but we will not surrender. We will fight against you, but we will not surrender. Clear? Next, in interrogative sentences, okay, interrogative means ending in question mark. In interrogative sentences, will in the second person denotes willingness, intention, or wish of the person spoken to. Okay, here it shows willingness or intention or wish of the person spoken to, जिससे हम बात कर रहे हैं, that means to the second person. Okay, not about us, not about the first person. We are talking here about the second person. Example, will you have a cup of coffee? So here the question ends in a question mark. That means there will be some answer for it. So here it shows willingness. That means are you willing to have a cup of coffee? Next, number 2, will you leave Mumbai on Sunday? Okay, this is your intention. Are you, do you means intention. Intention means what you are planning. Okay, so are you planning to leave Mumbai on Sunday? So here also it ends in a question mark. Clear to everyone? Okay. Next is should. Now see, should is used to denote duty or obligations. Okay, it denotes duty or obligations. Example, we should obey our elders. Example number 2, she should control her temper. So here it shows her duty or her obligations. Clear? Next, okay. Note, duty in the past is expressed by should have. Example, I should have paid the money long ago. Okay, so now when we talk about should and in the past tense, okay, then we use should have. See example number 1, I should have paid the money long ago. मुझे ये पैसे बहुत पहले दे देनी चाहिए थी. Clear? Number 2, they should have worked much harder. उन्हें इससे भी ज़्यादा काम करना चाहिए था. Okay, they should have worked much harder. So the modals should have, and here also should have, it shows the action being performed in the past tense. हमें past tense में ये चीज़ हो जाना चाहिए था. Clear? Next, to express supposition, possibility, condition. Okay, to show possibility, to show suppositions or conditions. Example, should he turn up now, I have nothing to give him. That means अगर वो अभी आ गए तो मेरे पास कुछ नहीं है उन्हें देने के लिए. Clear? It shows the condition. How? What is my condition? My condition is null. That means I am empty. I am zero. I don't have anything with me. Number 2, if they should attack, we will defend our country. Okay. अगर उन लोगों ने कभी हमें अटैक किया, हम अपने देश को जरूर बचाएंगे. Okay, so here it shows सपोजिशन, मान लो अगर उन लोगों ने हमारे ऊपर हमला कर दिया तो हम क्या करेंगे, हम अपनी कंट्री को ज़रूर बचाएंगे। क्लियर? नाउ नेक्स्ट, नंबर 3, to express purpose and result in the clause introduced by, in order that, and so that. Okay, to express purpose means karan, and result, okay, and result in the clause. Okay, there is a clause, okay, not a full sentence, a clause introduced by, in order that, and so that. Okay, when we use the clause, see here, when we use the clause in order that or so that, it shows purpose and result. Clear? Example, we spoke softly so that no one should hear us. Okay. Example number 1, we spoke softly. We are speaking very softly. Why? Because nobody would be able to hear us. हम इतने धीरे बात इसलिए कर रहे हैं ताकि हमें कोई सुन नहीं पाए. Clear? Number 2, we bought plenty of food in order that all should be satisfied. Why have we bought plenty of food? We have bought plenty of food in order that all should be satisfied. हमने इतने सारे ढेर सारे खाना इसलिए खरीदा है ताकि हर कोई satisfied हो जाए, हर कोई खुश हो जाए. Clear? Next, after lest, to express a negative purpose. After the modal, after the clause lest, to express a negative purpose. Example, she worked hard lest she should fail. Okay, she worked hard, otherwise she should fail. Clear? Now number 5, in dependent clauses after verb and phrases indicating determination or willingness, threats, order, or promises. Okay, and if we talk about independent clauses, okay, the clauses which are not dependent on some other clause to make a clear meaning, okay, that is called dependent clause. Sorry, independent clause. Dependent clause means the clauses which are dependent on other clauses to make a complete meaning. Like suppose if I say in the park, you can understand in the park, but you cannot understand completely that who is in the park or what's going on in the park or what happened in the park. Okay, so in the park is a dependent clause because it needs some other words or sentences to make its meaning clear. Okay, so when we talk about dependent clauses, okay, then number 5, when we talk about dependent clauses after verbs and verb phrases indicating determination, which shows determination, willingness, threats, orders, or promises. Example, I told my sister that she should have a new frock. Okay, that means here it shows, and you can say promise. I told my sister that she should have a new frock. Number 2, I have ordered that she should not play today. Okay, this is threat. I have ordered that she should not play today. Okay, next is number 6. When giving and asking advice, when we give or we ask advice, you should not play with fire. You should be kind to your servants. Okay, so here it's giving orders, giving advice and asking for advice. Number 7, to disapprove something that was done in the past. To disapprove means to do not approve, नहीं मानना कि पहले कुछ हुआ था, past में कुछ हुआ था. Example, you should not have insulted her. तुम्हें उनकी insult नहीं करना चाहिए था. You should not have insulted her. I should not have wasted my time. मुझे अपना वक्त बर्बाद नहीं करना चाहिए था. Okay, next number 8. To indicate a concession. Example, like suppose if we can give concession. You will not improve though you should live 100 years. Okay, this is a concession that आप कभी भी नहीं सुधरोगे चाहे आप 100 साल ही क्यों ना जी ले. You will not improve though you should live for 100 years. Number 2, I will not believe it though an angel should come from heaven and say it. Okay, I will not believe it though अगर एंजल आकर के भी हेवन से आकर के भी मुझे बोल दे कुछ, मैं ये बात नहीं मान सकता हूँ. Fine. Now the next is number 9. In idiomatic expressions, example, I should think so. Okay, I should think so that I am going to attend my classes tomorrow. That means I am quite sure of it that I am going to attend my classes tomorrow. Clear? Okay. Yes, and so this part we will be covering in the next video. Okay, so we have completed only number 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and remaining we will be proceeding in the next video. Okay, I hope the first, second and third model is clear to you. Thank you for watching.